All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Roxora, and today, as you can see, we've got a box opening video again. It's been a little bit of a while since I've done a box opening, and this honestly isn't the best set to do it, but, I wanted to support the game stores, and I do need some cards from the set, and there's some nice alt arts, which we'll get to talking about. But yeah, this is the Fabled set. You can see I bought this for 125. So nice, not too bad of a price there. Not too bad, but a great price. And yeah, got my buy a box. That was also kind of why I do a little bit more collecting of Lorcana than I thought I would be, than I thought I would do. But anyways, let's stop procrastinating. Let's start opening this up. As I do, remember to like, comment, subscribe if you are a fan of any kind of card game, whether that is Magic the Gathering, Lorcana, even Yu-Gi-Oh. I do a variety of different. I wouldn't call myself a variety creator, but or a variety streamer or whatever. But I do try to do a plethora of different games just because, well, that's what I enjoy, right? I enjoy all the different card games. Exploring getting into Riftbound and when that comes out and some other stuff. So, wow, the seal on this is kind of crazy. All right. But yeah, I since the past couple of sets have not been the best in terms of card quality, and also just like since I haven't really needed to get a ton of new cards. I had been slowing down on buying boxes, and my plan was for this set as well. But with the epics and the iconics, and obviously the enchanteds, it is just like kind of cool to just open up boxes and see what you get. My last box was the first box that I opened that I didn't open on camera was actually pretty good. There was a no enchanted, but there was a an epic, which is nice, as well as a Dumbo. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's just start opening it up. Yeah, I'll kind of breeze through most of the cards, since again there's only a couple of new cards outside of the higher rarity cards. Yeah, there's only 33 mechanically unique cards, and again, only a couple of those are above rare. So yeah, we'll just kind of breeze through these. Right, so here's all these cards we have seen before, seen it. They have some cards at lower rarities, which is nice. Got the necklace. Hey, there's Powerline, which is a nice open. Love that guy. Everyone's very excited for the Goofy movie cards. And let's see. So that was our super rare. And then we get a foil Cruella de Vil. Nice. Yeah, I'll set out those. I do like to separate my foils. I do love my foils. Been working on making my DKP, like Ruby Sapphire deck, as shiny as possible, even though it is no longer legal in Core Constructed. Can still play it in Infinity, so yeah. I just acquired like the last couple of Super Goof Enchanteds, which is cool. All right, so we got some locations. So all these cards, very much have seen them before. Montanui also at I think this is a lower rarity. So we got a Mama Odie, which we've seen, and Prince Philip, which we've also seen. And what else you got? You got a foil rare in One Last Hope. Awesome. Cool stuff. But yeah, no, I enjoy that there's a bunch of collector stuff in this set. Again, I am mostly a competitive player, not really into the fun decks or just the collecting side of things, right? I acquire these cards to use them. There's a new card. There's the Max Goof as well. But I do also like some of the shiny cards, as you can see. So, I'm happy to open some of these. Really in Gyroscope at going from rare to uncommon, and it's probably still won't see play. Hilarious. And you got Alice. Nice. And oh my goodness, there we go. That is the chase card that we want. Want to nab that Dumbo? That is awesome. That is a great sign for the box. That is like $70 right there. First of all, love the new legendary. I wasn't sure how I would like it. It doesn't look too great. It doesn't look too different from the previous, but the big thing is the collectors, or what's the word? Just the assurance of being able to identify a card as being real. This is much, much harder to fake. So yeah, really love that. And, yeah, definitely happy to open this card. Super hype about that. And then we've got a foil Olaf. Nice. All right. I got sleeves prepared here. I'm going to immediately put this in a sleeve. Yeah, this is definitely the legendary that you want to open. Very happy with that. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh my goodness. Wait, was that fully open? Oh, I thought this was this. Some of these packs are kind of loose. Just in terms of how the packaging. And I've noticed that a little bit with Lorcana packs more and more. Again, this is from a store, from my local game store, sealed and everything. Not worried about the legitimacy there, but it is interesting that some of the packs have some discrepancies there. All right, so we got heal. There's another new card, Powerline, the only non-amber Singer card. Very interested to see kind of where Singer gets applied in the future as well. Cusco going down from an uncommon. This card I think used to be a rare. There you go, Captain Hook, all the way back from set 1. Not particularly a great card. There you go, great. Another new card, Beast Gracious Prince, kind of helping out the princesses. And I'm stuck. That's funny. But yeah, it's been great to kind of see, the meta is still shaping up, but it's great that, there's kind of a new enthusiasm for the game with the core constructed format coming out. Got Mulan, Sergeant Tibbs, more of the stuff. All right, Madrigal, Card Soldiers, Mob Song. There's Genie Supporter Friend, not the other Genie. And we got Nala. Ooh, Nala's a nice open as well. It's a very playable card in the Amber Steel decks, or just any aggressive Steel deck. Very good card there. And a foil Make the Potion. But yeah, no, I think everyone was kind of itching for something to shake up the meta. I think I'm a little bit concerned about the diversity of the metagame at the moment. I think it's, just to kind of chat while I'm opening up cards here. I'm not trying to do a full analysis here, but yeah, it does seem that the amount of playable or diversity in the metagame is kind of lacking, and that does kind of happen when the card pool shrinks, right? That we've gone from a larger card pool to a much smaller card pool. Got one less hope, and boom, another Powerline Musical Superstar. Nice open there, and a foil Ursula. Nice. So yeah, so I'm not like shocked by that, but it is kind of, it is unfortunate that, if we're talking about competing at the highest level, there is some concern or some unfortunate reality about the playability of certain strategies, or just, the amount of cards and the kind of creativeness that you can do, it seems. Another new card, PJ Pete. All right, we got Mama Odie, Aurora. It's interesting that they printed 2 Auroras in this set at Uncommon. There's a Simba. I have not really seen an aggressive Ruby deck. And then we've got, another card, Mulan, helping out the princess, again, archetype as well. Haven't really seen it do much yet, but anything can happen. Oh boy, lovely foil coconut basket. I do know that the Amber Aurora is seeing a play in both core constructed and the Infinity format, so that's exciting to see. Like, it's always great when cards are not broken, but they're powerful enough to be played in both you know, in both the newer format and the more eternal format. For those who are familiar with that, yes, there's, oh sorry, not an uncommon, but there's this Aurora, and then there's the other 2 cost Aurora, which is interesting. Ursula's still here. Oh, nice, a Robin Hood. It's a good one. Downgraded from super rare. And ooh, a genie. I know a lot of people have been asking me for this genie. A lot of people wanting to trade me for it. I had one, gave one away, and yeah, we have another one to trade now. I could use this as well. Like I do like. Ooh, where am I going? I do like this effect, especially in this evasive meta. Oh, that's an epic. That's awesome. What is this one? I don't know yet. Oh, is this the Queen? I think this is the same one I opened. Is this the Queen again? Yeah, wow. I think I opened this card earlier. I think I have another one like somewhere lying around, but there you go. There's you get your first epic on camera. These aren't like super rare, but they are right, more rare than a legendary, but less rare than an enchanted, which is nice. So I think I got 2 in the last box. I got this one, and I think I forget what the other one was, but yeah, these are super nice. They look great, right? And yeah, they aren't too. So I think all of them are hovering around like under $20. I think the most expensive one is like $20, and I think all of them are fairly cheap. So they're not like crazy expensive opens, but right, compared to the Dumbo, but it's still a nice pull. And it's really nice that, again, having a card that's like, you know, if you wanted to bling out, you can bling out, but it's not quite as expensive as getting 4 enchanteds of a card, you know? So I kind of like that. I thought that was a great idea. And, you know, more art styles, more ways to kind of customize your cards is obviously better. No one's ever going to say no to more customizing aspects. So makes sense. Like there's no downside to having these epics in packs. So all right, we got Stand Out. Not really seeing play right now, but it certainly could. Little John, another new card, a kind of hero versus villains card. Oh, there we go. That's a nice one. Max Goof. That's another new card that I've been itching to get. Nice. Kind of, again, kind of going back to like with the Standout, right? It's like an action theme in Emerald. Oh, nice. We got Aurora back from set 1. Right? Was this set 1 or set 2? I forget, but it's back. It's all right. It sees a little bit of play in the Blurple, right? In the Blurple decks. But it's not too overpowered. Obviously, we get 2 of them. It's kind of crazy. And then we got a foil Naveen. There, let me know if you guys are pulling packs, ripping packs, whatever the word is. Yeah, I used to buy a lot more boxes than I do. Again, I'll probably do these. Maybe I'll do one more if if this box goes well. But yeah, since right, there's only a couple of new cards. You know, me as a competitive player don't need to buy so much stuff. Yes, interesting that they have both Bee King and World's Greatest Criminal Minds back as downgrades, as downshifted in rarity. So I got Under the Sea still here. We got Pluto and ooh, our foil is a Mickey Mouse trumpeter. Oh god, downshifted from legendary and still not gonna see any play. Poor guy. That card I knew very quickly was not gonna do the thing. I guess like in this meta, it's maybe a little bit more likely, but again, I'm not so sold on it. Oh, all right. Got the Queen. We have this Queen back, but not the Commanding Presence, which is interesting. Let me get a closer view there. Nani, Sisu not really seeing any play since Ruby is no longer has as much control element to it. Got Ariel, and then the Pocket Watch, as well as a foil Queen of Hearts. I like that. Nice. Yeah, it is kind of a shame that like Ruby now has kind of lost so much of like what makes it good, and so I think besides Ruby Amethyst, I don't really see it taken off again. One jump is still here. All right, there's the Aurora. All right, so again, kind of like Pluto, but for princesses. Very nice. Ooh, we got the Queen, Wicked and Vain. I remember this card all the way back in set 1. Was like a pretty strong card. I remember I had to pay a pretty penny for these. It's kind of funny that, like, yeah, now it's just kind of in the pack and it's like not even that good. Lantern, kind of a similar, not really seeing play right now. Ooh, a foil Beaking Undisputed. Love that. Playing this, trying to make Robin Hood Sharpshooter work, and that's like kind of one of the cards that I'm using with it. So that's nice. I'm trying to pull. Be awesome to pull the Beaking Epic. Right, those I would love. All right. All right. Good old Sergeant Tibbs. Another standout. This, I don't know why this queen is here. Like, it's not a very good card. There's the Heart of Tefiti. Not really doing too much right now. There's Mulan. All right, downshifted from legendary, and we got a foil foil queen. Cool. It was great that they that they made room for more of these kind of powerful cards, or kind of these cards that are maybe more likely to have an impact by taking cards that were legendary or other rarities and kind of downshifting them, allowing them to make more room. That was a very ingenious move. I thought that was I mean, again, with the reprints, it's not too crazy to think about, but still, it was a good move. Give props where it's due. Smash! Oh, there's a nice one. There's Strength of Raging Fire, one of the most powerful steel cards still in the format. I know a lot of people were surprised when this card was shown to be sticking around. But yeah, that's a nice pull. And no, speaking of more good pulls, Bell Accomplished Mystic has been doing some good work in the Blurple or in the Amethyst meta. And then we got to Fire the Cannons. Yeah, both Belle and Elsa right doing their thing. All right. So far, lacking on the legendaries. Like, we have the Dumbo and we have the Epic, but otherwise don't really have. And I guess the Strength. Oh, this might be another. As I was saying that, because I was gonna say otherwise the box might need a little bit of help. Yep. Okay, there we go. So we get another legendary here. So we get Peter Pan, Shadow, and another Mickey Mouse. I opened another one of these earlier. Love this card. Very pretty, and I love the flavor of, Brave Little Prince versus Brave Little Tailor. A very flavorful card. And again, not really doing too much right now, but it could. Who knows? Nice. And we got a foil smash. Cool. Let me sleeve up my Mickey. Yeah, I was about to say, like, oh yeah, could use some more legendaries, as I think I forget what we opened last time. It opened like, I think four is what I would expect. I guess I don't know how an epic factors into that, right? If that is affects kind of how the average legendary per box, right? Where kind of an epic is considered kind of in the place of a legendary in terms of pull rates. I don't know. All right, we got a Shere Khan and a big Robin Hood, and we got a foil Queen of Hearts. Yeah, we're down to only a couple more packs in this box. Obviously, I can't complain about opening up the best pull in the set, plus an epic, which is, you know, again, not quite enchanted, but is nice. It is nice to open. Can't complain. But we'll see if we can open up a couple more legendaries here or something else to kind of get us going. Second star to the right. I love this card. Very happy that I think this is seeing a little bit of play. And then we got Philoctetes. Good old Phil. It looks like we have 7 more packs, including that, like with this one. Ooh. I almost dropped the cards there. All right. There we go. We got Roxanne, another new card. Li Shang. We got Lumiere. The family fishing pole, which is, I thought was kind of a laughable card, but you know, it's here. Good old Goofy. And ooh, we got a foil Cusco. That's not nice. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Come on, let's get something good. Something else good. What else we got? Another power line. The stack is getting quite tall. I don't know if you can tell. Bobby Zimmerowski. It's the Leaning Tower of Chiza. I love that card. I love that they made that. All right, we got another start on a super rare. Tinkerbell is back. Let's see if this is another legendary. It is not another super rare. It is the Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse Sweetheart Princess. Not sure where this card's going to end up. Right now it's seeing absolutely no play, but you know, it can just continue to remove characters, but I don't know. And then we got a foil Wildcat. And we probably will we'll do a quick tally of just, again, some of the important cards. Because I also do just want to show people, you know, again, if people are wondering if it's better to buy singles, I would always want to make sure that people know that. So I got a Mickey Mouse and then a foil Dinner Bell. Oh, Dinner Bell. So yeah, we will just do a tally out there. Because again, unless we pull something crazy out of these last couple of packs, we're going to be a little bit down on the box. Just to show people, like, listen, we opened up the best card that you could probably open, besides an enchanted, and we still didn't make the box back. So, you know, if people are wondering, like, hey, like I need Dumbos, should I buy packs? Nope, just buy singles. It will be better for your wallet, I promise. Ooh, we got a Stitch Rockstar. I love that. One of my favorite cards. One of my favorite cards. What is this? Foil Ursula. Yeah, so that's kind of why, like, yeah, I was not particularly thinking I would get a whole bunch of boxes, but you know, again, it is fun. It is fun. It is cool to open up some of the epics and stuff like that. But again, if people are really on a budget, I don't want people thinking that that's a good plan. Just buy singles. It'll be a whole lot easier. Prince Philip and another power line. Bad. And a foil Stitch Alien Dancer. Last 2 packs. Oh, this Mickey Mouse is back. I forgot that. I'm still not always 100% on what's back. LeFou downgraded. All right, we got the Magical Feather, Ariel here, and ooh, a foil Be Our Guest. I do like me some foils, and this card could go in some decks. All right, Do we have some last pack magic? Any last pack magic, anyone? Hmm. Also, Mickey Mouse. Tuck Tuck, also a downgrade, I believe. All right, we got Huey. Oh, we do have a legendary. That's nice. Is it the same? It is not the same one. It is Cruella de Vil. Oh, sorry. Let's put that over there. Style icon. I was. If anyone remembers my set review, I I figured out mid video why this deals with cards, characters with cost 2 or less. It's because of the puppies. But yeah, I don't think this card's done much, but it is a card. We'll see if it goes anywhere. And then we got a foil beast, Gracious Prince. All right, nice. There we go. All right, so there we go. We kind of got back some of the legendaries there. We got 3 legendaries and an epic. We'll tally up the results here in a moment. All right. All right, so did some checking, and first of all, holy moly, these are like nothing now. This one in particular, I think some of them are a little bit more. So more of the playable cards, like I think it was the B King Undisputed, the Power Line, and some of the other more playable epics. Let me look at some of the I think the biggest one yet is the Aurora and the Cusco. Right, because those are pretty playable cards. B King as well, right? Kind of in that category, and then some of the newer cards. But yeah, otherwise, like most of the epics are like $5 to $6, maybe $7. This is like barely cutting the $5 mark. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Like not that I'm like boo hoo, these aren't worth more, but more of like it's kind of weird that these are supposed to be more rare than legendaries, and yet they are less valuable. I guess just because most people right now don't really play a lot of the epic cards, like the actual ones themselves. So like no one really wants to pay extra to upgrade them. So that's interesting. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, these, this is like $9. This is like $5. Yeah, this is like literally the only thing bringing up the box. This is also like $5. So I think this is right. This 79 plus 15, so that's 24 plus 9, so 94. Not, want to call that 95. Nowhere close. Like again, even if you look at some of the foil, like you open a foil Mickey Mouse trumpeter or whatever, that's not going to make up the entire rest of this. Like there's some rares in here that are, maybe there's the strength that is like a couple dollars, but not right. Obviously not. Let me look up what strength from Fabled is, because yeah, I don't think it's a lot. Yeah, it's barely $2. Probably under. Yeah, Power Line. Some of all these other cards are under $1. So yeah. As you can see, not a good investment. Obviously, we obviously no enchanted here, but we pulled like the best non-enchanted card that you could possibly pull. This one card was like over half of the box, and still you just couldn't get there for the rest. So the moral of the story is buy singles. I don't want people like thinking that I'm buying tons of boxes, and that they should as well. Even if you're like, wow, I want Dumbos. Like, imagine if we didn't open Dumbo. Imagine this was any other legendary. Like, this would have been a terrible box. So, yeah, just if you are needing the Dumbos and you are playing competitive events, my recommendation would just be to buy them. I know it sucks. If you want to wait for them to go down, great. But otherwise, like any of these other cards that you wanted for your casual decks, for whatever, to flesh out your collection, it's way, way, way easier to just buy the singles. All right, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I do this mostly, again, I mostly for your enjoyment. I'm obviously going to open up the packs anyways. Also, again, supporting the local game stores. But if this is something that you guys do enjoy, make sure to let me know, and I'll probably keep doing it for future sets. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.